Is climate change and global warming affecting coffee? Is the world production and India production of coffee going down? I have with me Mr. Ajoy Thipaiah. He's a planter from Chikmagalur and also part of a big association. Thanks a lot for speaking to me, Mr. Ajoy. What is the impact of climate change and climate variability on coffee?
Yes. See, in the past 15 years or so, what we have seen is the change in rainfall patterns over the Indian subcontinent. And I think this is also a thing that is happening all over the world. What used to be weather patterns which would work by like clockwork have changed so much now that you have a lot of rain that come into months where we normally didn't have any rainfall. For instance, if you take the coffee growing belt, we were so accustomed to the monsoons receding in late September, early October, and post that we would not have any rain which would help us in the processing and the harvesting and the processing of coffee. So one of the main effects that the quantum of rainfall and coming in unseasonal times of the year has affected our productivity alarmingly. And for Arabica, the production per acre has even like for instance in my plantation, it has dropped by even up to 40%. So a lot of coffee growers are switching over from Arabica to Robusta plantations. They're switching all their coffee into Robusta because the Robusta variant of varietal of coffee is a very resilient variety.
And what we see is this drying of coffee here?
Yes, that's right.
And the black one is what, sir?
This is Arabica Cherry Naturals.
And the white one?
That is Arabica Parchment washed.
And all of this is getting affected?
Yes.
Productivity?
Yes.
And is there any way you can ameliorate or mitigate this problem?
Since we have absolutely no control over what nature throws at us, at best we can just adapt to, we are encouraging the government of India to introduce weather resilient varieties of coffee. And that is something that is not, it would take a long time to really kick in and take effect.
And is the flavor going up or going down?
No,
changing flavor?
I would say it's going up.
So the flavor of coffee is going up with climate change?
Yes, not with climate change, but with the changes that have been brought about to mitigate climate change.
So meaning better varieties?
Yes, better varieties.
So climate change is not affecting the flavor of coffee for canoes here?
Yes.
It's the planter who's facing the brunt of it?
That's right.
Is that right?
Yes, and the production levels have dropped because of the climate change.
And is that a global phenomenon?
Yes, it definitely is a global phenomenon. I think not just in coffee, in so many other agricultural products as well.
Because last year, I believe the global production went down. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that affected prices?
In Arabica, not in Robusta.
And did that affect prices in
Well,
India?
it did not. What in fact it did have is because Brazil and Vietnam are one of the biggest producers of coffee in the world. So it had the prices had a upward movement because of the quantum of coffee that was available coming down alarmingly.
What next for coffee, sir? Do we expect better varieties, better flavors, better changes?
Well, we are custodians of the Western Ghats. We consider ourselves very lucky and very fortunate to be in this region of Karnataka. And just like Karnataka, there's a lot of coffee and tea being grown in Kerala and as well as in Tamil Nadu. So in a way, this is an industry which has been around for more than a century, and it will last. I'm a firm believer that we will overcome these issues. And issues with nature are something that we need to face, and with a with a kind of a different kind of a mental applications that need to be used to mitigate the climate change.
So are you also looking at climate smart coffee varieties as a solution?
We are hoping that the government and the research departments of the Coffee Board do introduce such varieties.
So climate change definitely affecting coffee. It's right now affecting the planters, like Mr. Ajoy Thipaiah says. But for connoisseurs, the flavors are not being affected just now. What planters are looking for is climate smart coffee varieties. At a large coffee estate in Chikmagalur, Pallava, Bagla for NDTV.